I'll have like 5 missed calls from my dad or something. I'm just like, fuck, like, no, I had it on silent. Like, why do you have it on silent? What are you doing? Like, are you the fuck? Like, you're not in a movie anymore. No one's going to the movies. I'm like, no, but I'm just, I don't know. I kind of also like not like getting that anxiety.
It's good to fucking just clock out, you know?
Yeah. And then like, oh, dude, the other day, the homie Victor, he put up this shit like on Twitter. He was like, does anyone else get like anxiety when they hear the Gmail notification or the messaging notifications from work, and you're just like, oh? And I was like, dude, that's me. That's me every time.
Mine's always on silent, but like always has the vibrate.
Okay.
But putting it on do not disturb, like in general, is a game changer, dude. Because you forget, and then
like you end up forgetting, but then also like. It just sucks when you miss the important shit. You're just like, no, like this isn't what but then
I'm cool being like 30 minutes late to a conversation.
Oh, okay.
On a group chat type thing.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Cause when let's say you start like talking in the group chat.
Yeah.
For, you go back and forth with somebody, and then the third person chimes in. You don't care from the beginning to when the third person chimed in. Right. You don't care that they chimed in later.
True. Very true. And then like a lot of the times like questions or anything in a group chat, they settle themselves without you being part of it. Like you really did not have to be there. Yeah. Unless you're all part of something like a trip, like like for us, like with the Sedona trip, like you do have to review the messages prior. Yeah. No, and then that's where I fucked up because that's the only reason I landed in fucking Phoenix, because I misread a fucking the chat, and then they're like, oh yeah, it's 15. I thought they said the hike is 15 minutes away from Phoenix, so don't land in Flagstaff. But then I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I booked the Phoenix flight, which was cheaper. Yeah. But then they're like, where did you get 15 minutes away from Phoenix? It's 15 minutes away from like the hiking site and all that. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, dude. And then it would have just been like an extra $100 to fucking book another flight, like, or to change the flight to Flagstaff. So it would have been like 2 flights, a really short ass unnecessary flight from Phoenix to Flagstaff. But
sometimes it pays to like, sometimes getting that insurance on, that ticket.
I did.
Oh, and you still couldn't.
It still was going to charge me an extra because it was.
Well, then what's the point of getting the insurance on the ticket?
Well, it would have been more expensive if I didn't have the insurance. Like if I didn't get that insurance, it would have been like probably $300 for that, $400 for that flight. And I was like, nah, that's dumb. Damn. No, and then I think I would have had to fly out from LAX instead of Burbank Airport. I was like, so
you were limited on your options.
I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then it also gave me an opportunity to drive what you guys drove and like see the desert, but you know, it was kind of cool, like getting dropped off and then driving a car,
a little adventure.
Yeah, like blasting the Sedona playlist that we made. Hey, there was some bangers on that fucking playlist.
Wasn't invited to that playlist.
You weren't? Willie put it on the. That's the group chat. That's what happens when you miss on the group chat.
I silent. You know what? That's fine. I missed. That's worth it.
This is the perfect fucking like.
Sometimes those group chats are just ding 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 ding. I'm like, all right, like I get it.
The worst part is when people send words in letters, so like each character has a different chat. Like,
hey,
like no.
Can you be a better texter, please? Please be a better texter.
Can you be a better person?
There's a few of you who can be a better person.
Goddamn, son. And this is Anything for the Podcast, where anything and everything goes. My name is Memo.
I am Chris. And this is our last episode of season 3.
This is season. I always get confused because we're in the 20s. Like, 2. Like, no, this is season 3, dude. Like, wow. Yeah, the third, the third run of this shit, dude. It's crazy, man. Like, did you ever think we'd get to 29? Almost 30?
You know what? I imagined 10.
Yeah.
I didn't think about coming this far.
Nope. Yeah.
It never like occurred to me like, hey, like 30 episodes out, you're gonna be, and I was like, whoa. Yeah,
dude. That shit, it trips me out every time because I knew we were gonna like put in the work. Like I knew, like I would say I when I started, I was like, okay, minimum 5 episodes. Like minimum 5 episodes. Right. Max 10 like you, but then then we went up to like 11, 12, and then it's just like we kept going and going. It's pretty cool. viewer count still kind of small, but you know what?
Click that like and subscribe button.
Click it, dude. Yeah, it's not that hard.
Please.
It's not that hard.
Please.
And share the cast, guys. Like, share the podcast. Share it with everyone that you can. But that's also up to us to up our promo game, our marketing game.
Dude, I fucked up dinner last night.
You know, I was gonna ask you about that too because I saw but I like your recovery from it. That's a good recovery. Like, hey. So tell us what happened, Chris.
All right, so my brother Mike is subscribed to, I think it's called Butcher Box or
when they send you
they send you like a bunch of meats
every month, right?
Yeah, we get like bacon every month.
Nice.
I thought out some. I might have not have just thought. Well, it was in the fridge pretty much all day. From like 11 till 6.
All right.
And then I just put it in some like warm water. So I kind of get the rest of it thawed out.
Okay.
I oiled the cast iron pan.
Yeah.
Got it hot. I dried out the meat so this way it's not like bloody all over and stuff.
Right.
And I seasoned it with salt, pepper, both sides. Boom. Laid it on the cast iron pan. You hear it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. 2 minutes. Flip. All right, cool. 4 tablespoons of butter and some garlic to baste.
Yeah. Based
so I'm just, butter over the steak, cooking it for 2 minutes on that side. Pop it in the oven for 400. I think I just left it in there for a little too long because it was pretty like cooked all the way through.
Oh,
and I wanted it medium rare.
Yeah.
So I fucked it. So I was like, well, I mean, I ate it because I'm not a piece of shit.
No.
Yeah. And
Children
then I was
in
like,
Africa.
well, that was disappointing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just treat myself to a Sonic milkshake.
Oh, fuck it. Okay, so you
like,
just got a milkshake.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
You know what? That's a lie. I'm lying to you guys. McDonald's 2 cheeseburgers, no pickles.
McDonald's 2 cheeseburgers,
no pickles. Yeah.
Damn.
I also got that. Pick that up.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Pick that up. And then, what's it called? And then I just ate that. The line for Sonics was like 30 minutes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
What time did you go?
8.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes
maybe.
sense. To be honest,
I think like 8:30. I want to say.
To be honest, that's the only thing Sonics has going for them. Really, their milkshakes.
Yeah,
they're frozen treats.
Food.
Nah, dude,
Don't do that.
It's fucking. Tater tots are cool. I fuck with tater tots, but you could go to the Doghouse for that. You could go to there's a bunch of other places.
It was my first time having ice cream in I want to say over a year, dude.
Really? Oh shit.
Yeah.
And you got Sonics.
You know what? I mean, there may have been like a popsicle, my favorites are like the chocolate. It's like a vanilla popsicle, but with a chocolate shell over it. It could be a crunch. It could be a Dove. Whatever. Just that 1-2 classic. You know.
What's that one that's called the Magnums? Have you ever had a Magnum? It's just like there's such an
Be any more aggressive, okay? Jesus,
dude. It's just like,
hey man, want a Magnum?
Hey, you want a Magnum? Aren't there commercials also they have sexual undertones?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope just lean so into it.
Yeah, because I'm just like, dude, it's too easy. If it is it's almost man. I walked right into that one. So you haven't had chocolate in a long ice cream in a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the last time I had oh my God. This is so bad. The last time I had ice cream, Willie and I were coming. We literally just escaped the George Floyd riots in LA.
Yeah.
And we saw it starting to happen. And then we saw people fucking looting and shit. And we're like, yo, the police are blockading everywhere. We were almost trapped in LA.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, we got to get the fuck out of here. And the only reason we went to fucking LA that day was because we wanted to get fucking donuts. We wanted to go to California Donuts, and I went on a whim. I Willie was like, "Nah, you're not down." No. And we went to Starbucks. We were going.
Willie can get you to do some shit like that.
No, he didn't have to say anything.
Really? You were just that devoted to
I was
donuts?
no. Well, kind of. I kind of wanted to just fuck with him, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm on the freeway." I gotta go with it. There was a point where I could have not gone on the freeway and just turned around.
And was the hesitation on just the drive to LA or the knowing that there's gonna shit's about to pop off.
Yeah, kind of like knowing like shit might pop off, but also I was like, let's go. let's fucking see what's gonna happen. So we fucking go and we look at the California Donuts line. Maybe there was like 6 or 7 people. And my pre-Rona mind was, well, like I still had pre-Rona mind in my head. Like,
it was early Rona.
Yeah, well, yeah, because George Floyd, what happened? Yeah, that was
early
yeah.
Rona.
And then I still kind of had that like, I'm not gonna wait in line for shit. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, you know? And it was only maybe 5 or 6 people in line.
How far we've come.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know, fuck this, dude. Like, we're gonna just drive around. So we ended up just driving around. He's like, you want to get like food somewhere? Then I was like, yeah, let's see. And then we realized, oh, shit might be popping off. And then we drove through LA and shit. Oh, no, I'm mixing up 2 stories. I'm an idiot.
You're terrible.
I'm terrible. But either way, the ice cream story is still true. We went to LA to see what was going to happen. He was like, let's do it. We got to see. We know today shit's going to go down.
Right.
So we ended up going. And fucking, like I said, we were stuck in the intersection where the Fallas Paredes is in downtown. And it's a clothing store, like a discount clothing store.
Oh, okay.
And straight up just some guy just fucking threw, I forgot what he threw, and just broke through the windows, and people just started looting it, and we're like, time to go. This is cool and all, but I'm out this bitch. Yeah. So we ended up leaving, and we got past every blockade. Like we had to go like 3 or 4 different like turns, like because we're just like, it's blocked off. Police are there, fucking squat, like suited up and everything with the riot shields and shit. We're like, oh, this is gonna turn out real bad, real soon. And we made it out, and we end up we were gonna go visit our friend Daniel at his job at his Starbucks, and we were like, he's not there. And we're like, well, there's no point in us being here. But there was a Cold Stone's Creamery right there. I was like, I think we deserve some ice cream after what we just fucking went through. And that was the last time I had real ice cream. Wow. The George Floyd riots in LA. I had some, and
bro, that's what gets us canceled.
The worst.
The fact that you get ice cream.
I got ice cream because I survived. I survived that fucking like that. Who knows what would have happened if we had stuck around?
You would have got COVID.
I would have caught COVID for sure.
That would have been the one time.
Oh, we stayed in the car. We didn't get out. We rolled up the windows and shit. We're like, nah, we're not getting fucking COVID. Like, fuck that. No, I was more worried about getting like shot or like beaten up by the police.
That's legitimate.
Yeah, I wasn't. You know, that's kind of like what it goes back to. Like we were at one point, we were more scared of police than COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, we still are in a sense, but like,
remember when there was like a curfew, like the days after?
Bro, that shit was nuts.
Yeah,
no one followed it. I did it.
Like, hey man, I gotta go to CVS and get vitamin C and vitamin D. Like, come on, bro.
I'll vitamin C you later, officer. Yeah. Bro, dude, I remember. Damn, because it's been a year.
Yeah,
literally, it's been March.
It's the 7th. Yeah.
Wow, dude, it's been just about a year since the first 2-week notice.
Dude, I remember being out at what's the fucking Mexican bar in North Hollywood that people always go to?
Oh, Salsa and Beer.
No. It's right by the NoHo Arts District, around the corner.
Oh, El Tejano?
Yeah, we went there like the night they were like, hey, everyone don't go out, avoid crowds.
Yeah,
like,
and you're like, fuck that.
And we were like, well, this is the last night to do it before everything shuts down, so let's go.
Yeah, I think we went to, because it was...
Oh, and then we went to an arcade bar, which was like the worst fucking place
to
go.
What, the 1UP or...
or Player One?
Oh, Player One, okay,
The worst fucking place to go. Everyone's just touching shit, grabbing, drinking.
But it wasn't settled in us yet, like how contagious this disease was, even though... I don't know about you, Chris, but now I'm very like, what happened with us? Like, dude, like I feel like I throw myself out there, like into the world, and I still haven't fucking caught it, dude.
Well, there's always gonna be risk now, right?
Forever.
Like you're never gonna like be 100% safe. No. Right? Unless you live in a bubble. Like unless you're literally living the life of Bubble Boy.
It's like we have, before all this, a lot of us were living kind of in that ignorant bliss of like, oh, germs aren't that crazy. You know what I mean? And then now it's just like, oh, fuck.
We did not fear God.
No, not at all, dude. Not at all. We were just like, fuck it. Let's go. Dude. Fucking people licking doorknobs and shit.
Trump's president, dude. Who gives a fuck?
Bro. Come on, man. Oh, man, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. Fuck, dude. Wow. And looking back, I remember we were having like quarantine parties. Like it was the we had our bubble. We had our bubble back then. It was me, Willie, and a couple other people. Like we would always stay over at one spot, but none of us went out during the entire week. We stayed at home. Everyone, and we all knew.
I remember the barbecues. The barbecues were fun.
Ah, fuck! I missed those. The barbecues we did maybe like 2 or 3 during the Rona, but it was when things were kind of opening.
We did it after the podcast.
Yeah, we would do it after the podcast. Yeah, for sure. Oh, dude, I miss those barbecues, bro. Yeah. Those were good barbecues. Oh, fuck.
Just practicing our fucking
chipping and shit. Yeah, we set up the. I never threw away your net that you left. Yeah, that
your parents.
Yeah, it's still at my parents' pad. Like it's just there.
Dude, your parents are like, "Hey, we thought you moved out, bro. Yeah, can you move everything out?"
Dead ass. I still have a couple things over there, but they're like big ass shit. That I was like, I'm not gonna bring that here, dude. Like it's just
toss it.
No, it's an amp. It's like a guitar amp, dude. It's like half stack and shit.
Hey, I saw on Craigslist, some dude's renting out like his garage for storage for like $300 a month. I don't know how that compares to public storage. So actually, now that I think about it,
I feel like that's a little bit of a scam right there, dude.
I guess it's parking as well if you live like in the area. Actually, still $300 for that.
I don't remember if this was a rumor, but I remember back in the day when like the House of Blues was still in LA, like Hollywood area, that the people in that neighborhood would like put up like in the classifieds or like some things they would rent out their driveway for parking for people.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. They charge that shit because I know they probably did that like for Coachella and shit too. Like any like not in the area or.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. You park at my pad.
Like if you park in the street early enough, then you have that driveway. And like, dude, just give me $100.
Yeah,
$100 and
$100 and
your car's parked on the street and some dude's car is parked on your driveway.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a ticket. You know, like, hey, I might post a weird Instagram picture if you have a cool car.
Although there is still parking in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that one right below across the street from where they do the Jimmy Kimmel show. I forget whatever that
Joe's?
That little outdoor plaza. There's a underground parking.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's less than $100 for that night.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So I don't know what you would charge.
You know what's funny? Fucking parking structures in LA are just a trip. We went out for our friend Victor's birthday 2 years ago, and he fucking we park. What street did we park on? We parked in downtown LA. Like it's by one of the theaters. I forgot which theater it's by. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I park my car, up there, and I leave it, blah blah blah. And we're out drinking. We go to like Arts District. I forgot where else we went. And when we came back, there was like shit outside of my car, that like my shit, like trash and papers and shit, right? And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then I noticed my the dash drawer was open.
Oh, that's
someone broke into my car. No,
that's the worst.
But you know what they fucking stole?
What?
They didn't steal anything of importance, except to me. My fucking Lamb of God CD. That's the only thing they stole from my fucking car. My Lamb of God CD.
Maybe they just like tossed it out and you just didn't find it.
No, dude, literally it was just my car. And then the next car was maybe like 6 spaces that way. The next one was like 4. It was the weirdest shit.
Don't you feel so violated?
I felt very violated, but I also... I had a burner Metro PCS phone that I always kept on the side just in case Willie broke one of his phones. Mm-hmm. I always had that spare one just in case he wanted to use that one. I was like, oh, here, just go to the store and turn it on.
Right.
And because it was like an old display model that we had that my boss never really like looked for. I was like, I'm just gonna take it. They didn't even steal that, and it was like a Samsung, and I was like, the fuck, like. You wouldn't take this, but you took a fucking Lamb of God CD? Yeah. He didn't even take the case. He left the case. He literally opened the fucking case and took the CD.
Sounds like you lost your Lamb of God CD and you're blaming it on this gentleman.
Dude, how the fuck? It's just the weirdest shit.
Yeah,
nothing from my car was stolen. And this was an
That's indoor... psychological warfare.
And, and that was an indoor structure too. Like, security was there.
Yeah.
And then this, I was like, what the fuck? Like, inside job.
I don't know.
Parking structures, bro. I'm just not, you know what? That's one thing I'm not looking forward to when the world opens back up even more. Fucking traffic's going to come back, bro.
Yeah.
It's already here. It's already kind of been coming back.
Slowly
coming back. Like, I remember trips to, even trips to the Van Nuys golf course would only take like 10 minutes. Now it takes like 25, 30 minutes at night.
I think it's coming back, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as before because more and more people realize like, fuck, what are we doing going out? Let's just stay inside.
Or a lot of businesses realize, oh, they can work remote.
Yeah.
And it'd be the same shit. It'd be the same shit. We don't need to keep an eye on them, really. If they're getting the job done, they're getting the job done. You know, we'll just rent them out a computer, write that off as taxes on our taxes, and then we're good to go. If anything, they kind of found a way to like bank off this shit.
Yeah,
like,
they really did.
Yeah, super hardcore.
Less people in the office, smaller space.
Yeah, they less. You know, like for us, like they don't have to buy any more.
Just hire more IT. But
yeah,
you're gonna need more IT. So.
But keep them from here. We need them from our I really don't care. As long as someone can get me what I need, like, fuck it, dude. I don't give a fuck.
American jobs, bro.
American jobs. Hey, I'm down for American jobs.
There you go.
But are they down for the American pay?
I don't know.
I don't know where I was going with that. American custom. But yeah.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a quick break. Okay, so we're back.
Yes.
Had some technical difficulties. But yeah. Oh no, we were talking about so my neighbor wants to have a kid. Yes. Oh, they're having another kid. They're third.
Hang on, let's slow it down. So this way. During this break, we had a bro science breakthrough.
Yeah.
Science alert. Bzz, 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 bzz.
Science alert. And we were talking about how he wants to have another kid.
Your neighbor, not
my neighbor. Not Chris. No.
Kids.
My neighbor's having a third kid, and he's had 2 girls already.
Yeah.
And he wants to he's been trying to have a boy. But so they're on their third, and we were talking about how I guess there's genetic therapy.
Yeah, my question was how far in science are we where like they could kind of like give a better odds of having a one gender over the like a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to say gender because that sounds too
not 2021.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. They want they want traits or certain
or like
attributes.
Like blonde hair or brown hair,
yeah.
Stuff like that. How much can they like push towards one
side
or the
and
other.
Then just fuck around with the Punnett squares. Yeah.
Which brought us to Margway.
Mr. Margway. Yeah. We both had the same honor. Did you have him for bio or honors bio?
I think it was honors bio.
Yeah, I had him for honors bio in freshman year.
I wasn't a smart student, but he loved me. Just because, like, I don't know, I'd give it the old college try or whatever.
He liked your work ethic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, like, every class period, he'd start off with, like, a trivia, and you like, guess. Mm-hmm. One of them was, like, why do pirates have, like, earrings? Uh-huh. And, like, I raised my hand and was like, oh, is it to show rank? And he's like, no. But that's a good idea. Like that,
I like where you were thinking. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, all right. And that would always happen.
Yeah. Like, no, you're wrong, but you're not. But you could have been right.
Yeah.
Like it's an educated guess.
Same thing happened in college. Like, my professor for marketing was asking us why do insurance costs more for what's those fucking cop cars, those Chevy Impalas or what were those
they used to be Impalas, I think.
Like old converted ones. And I was like, oh, is it because like when you're driving, every time you see one you think it's a cop, so everyone like brakes suddenly?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, but that's a good guess. I was like, fuck it. All right. I mean, I'll take it. Thank you.
It's always funny when you kind of like when you hit those weird, I guess, like side guesses, like the side answers or the could be correct.
That could easily be the reason.
It's kind of like when you're able to put yourself in the mindset of someone that is the example. Yeah. Like you could see yourself as the example on like, oh, this is what I would think, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's actually a fucking good idea. You can think outside of the question.
Back to science.
Yeah, back to science.
So they say that like laptops can affect your sperm.
Your sperm count. Yeah.
So my question was, I don't know if this camera could see it, but let's say this is the testicles, the vas deferens, and this microphone's a penis. I shouldn't.
Yeah,
I can put my mouth near there.
Oh, you did that. Yeah, you walked into that one. Yeah.
How what gets affected? Is it the testicles that produce it, or the vas deferens that or the sperm that's in the vas deferens that gets affected? Because if it's the sperm that's in the vas deferens, then you can I would imagine you could just like get rid of these however way you please.
Yeah.
Hopefully with consent. Or if it's just the
one can hope
testicles that get affected, then you're kind of like screwed.
But then what I thought of was like, well, he's got a point with both parts. Like it could work both ways, but in a different percentage. Like I would say maybe about 75% would be all in the balls because your testicle, the skin in your testicle skin is just like.
Does it get better over time after a while of not having your laptop on your lap?
Does it come back to normal? Yeah. I don't think it's a permanent thing, but like,
what's a vitamin that helps cell reproduction?
Zinc, isn't zinc?
I don't know, but take your vitamins.
Yeah, take your vitamins, guys. Joe Rogan. But yeah, we were thinking. I was like, no, he's right, because technically, if you're thinking about radiation, radiation is a wave, so it's going to cover, it's going to hit all of it, and it could be partially affecting the shaft.
But also at the same time, cells constantly reproducing. Isn't that what cancer is?
Well, it's the wrong cell. Yeah, the bad cells reproducing. Yeah. So that's the scary part. Can we get a
doctor? Is anyone listening a doctor and can like help us out?
Did anyone have at least like a year in some kind of doctorate degree, and then they're just like, nah?
Let's try to reach out to like.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Anyone who knows.
Let me call up some old.
If you know your way around a dick, let me know. I'd love to meet you.
You know, God damn it, dude. That's so bro science. Yeah, dude.
This is bro science. This is bro science, guys. We're not.
And it's funny because you know what else they say like reduces sperm count is they say like smoking weed reduces your sperm count.
Oh!
Yeah. So just keep smoking, dude. If you don't plan on having babies,
just now that I got this job,
bro. It's dude when you told. We were talking off mic about it, and he was telling me a story about someone he knows that holds a lot big weight over him in his life, very important in his life, was just like kind of disappointed when they smelt weed in his car. And I was just like, bro, I have a story about that, not about his situation, but so one time we were hanging out, me and my friends. Oh no, it was a show. It was the night of a show, and I think it was Bridgetown out in like by Covina, a Bridgetown DIY, and we brought one of our friends along, and he was cultivating marijuana, or he was a part of a cultivating production, right?
And part of a cult.
Cultivation, yeah, part of a cult. Damn it. And Jonestown Kool-Aid, and he was I knew he had some on him, right? But I was like, whatever, like I don't let people smoke that in my car, we go outside, right? But then the night's over, I drop everyone off, and then I noticed like my car smells like weed, like hardcore. I was like, nice, because he had it on him, whatever, right? And then the next morning, I left the windows a little cracked down so that it could air out a bit, and then it still smelled like fucking weed, like stronger even. I was like, the fuck is going on? I was like, okay, maybe it'll leave. And then the next day, still just as strong of a smell. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I had to drive my mom somewhere. And she is no weed, no jokes, no weed person. Yeah. And she would have been like, and she was like, mijo, what is in your car? And I was like, no, I don't know, Mom. It just smells like this. And dead ass, like I was so sincere about it. I was like, Mom, I don't know what it is. She's like, are you letting people who do this be in your car?
Dang, she's that. Don't even come near my son's car,
dude. Bro. Like how, mijo, this is your car. Do not let people disrespect your car like that. Like she was.
Oh, okay. As long as
but like also don't be around people like that. And I was like, all right, Mom. Like that was high school, but everyone's fucking high in high school, dude. And I was just like, where the fuck is this smell coming from? And then but she saw it, like she looked and she was like, yeah, it doesn't even look like there's ashes in here, or like no signs of smoking in my car.
No, like weed nugs in the back seat or anything.
Here's what happened. So the next day, I like a couple days later, I meet up with that friend and a couple other friends, and they're like, oh, it's still here. And he goes into the back seat, and you know how like the door has the little like bins. Yeah. He pulls out a glove from there, a black glove. So it was hard to see because it was dark. And I don't sit in my back seat and I don't put shit down there. And he pulls it out and it's full of fucking weed. Wow. It's a glove full of weed. He's like, oh, dude, you could have smoked this if you wanted to. I was like, I didn't even know that was there. I was like, is that legit where the smell was coming from? And then, after that night, my car just smelled fine. So I was like, fuck, dude, I was in hot water, like with my mom. I was just like, she was just like, what the fuck? And I didn't smoke. Yeah. At the time, I wasn't smoking. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, literally, it was like a Scooby-Doo mystery. I was like, it smells like weed. Dude, I was like, I know that.
Like zoinks, man.
Like zoinks, dude. Oh.
Pass it over here, dude.
I'll do it for 3 Scooby snacks to find out where this weed is. Oh.
Mickey Mouse.
I know that went really Mickey Mouse for a second. Oh man, but yeah, dude, that when he told me that, I totally forgot about that fucking story, and then I was like, oh, my mom, my mom had that, but I wasn't the one hiding it. It was hiding from me. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Oh man, dude, but yeah, oh fuck, bro science, dude.
Bro science.
Don't have babies soon, guys.
Dude, I'm looking at apartments or like studios over here. It's getting pretty expensive, bro.
You know, and you'd think it wouldn't be that expensive because they're trying to get people to move in.
13, like, I'm looking. Maybe I don't want to talk about it, but yeah.
I mean, here in my building, I think one studio opened up, and I looked online. It was $13.50. So he raised rent for the new. Well, he was supposed to charge me $13.50 too, but then he's like, "Nah, I said $12.50 for you. You get to keep the $12.50." I was like, "Dope."
I like the Browns.
I like the Browns. Yeah,
y'all some good people. And it's just one of you guys. Usually there's 15. But
dude, dead ass. There was I think there was 4 people living in this studio at one point because I got mail from the same job. I think it was Universal. It was for Universal, the actual motion pictures. Right. And they were all sound technicians, but I keep getting mail from them, and there was 3 different people. I was like, what the fuck? And then a fourth, maybe the fourth was someone before or after them, but still how do you?
I'm literally looking around how you get 4 people.
3,
a bed there, bed there, bed where yours is, and maybe a bed.
You know, and maybe the closet right here is big enough to have a cot, a little cot.
No, I wouldn't. That'd be a closet for 4 people.
Yeah, maybe
just have 4 singles and then a closet.
Bunk beds.
Oh, bunk beds.
Yeah, I always forget about the room saving power of bunk beds.
Yeah.
Oh man. Remember when you used to sleep on a bunk bed?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I was a grown man.
Yeah. Dude, oh fuck. I always wanted to sleep on a bunk bed, but I always wanted bunk beds because if I have friends come over, we can sleep on the bunk bed, blah blah blah. But then we had a trundle. But the first time I ever slept on a bunk bed was I don't know if you guys had this in elementary school. It was this thing called outdoor science school, or it was when you would go to camp Lake Arrowhead.
Oh yeah,
for a week. For a week. Yeah,
mine was in 5th grade.
Yeah, we had that, and I wanted to sleep on the top bunk.
Where I slept outside one time. We were doing an not the whole night.
Yeah.
It was some outdoor
the night hike or whatever.
Something. Yeah. We were sitting outside and I was cold, and I just ended up knocking out, and I woke up and I was like, oh, damn, we're still out here. Yeah.
Damn. Weird. No one was concerned. Hey, we got a sleeper here.
No one noticed. We were all sitting down and I was just.
No, dude.
I just dozed off.
It was fucked up because I wanted the top bunk. But then they're like, no, you got assigned to the bottom already. And then my best friend at the time was assigned to the top bunk. I was like, you fucking white privileged piece of shit. But and then what ended up being worse was homeboy fucking wet the bed up there.
Ooh,
I got lucky.
Rough,
I got lucky that none of that shit dripped on me. But fuck, bro,
that's so rough to do at camp.
Yeah, dead ass. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude,
you could be at the top and then you just slide all the way down to the bottom of that totem pole.
Yeah, for real, dude.
An elementary school jungle. Dude.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Public education, you know?
Yeah, that shit was no fun. No bueno.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You good?
Yeah. Right now. All right. And yeah, cool. Sound issues are Cool. We're fine. We're good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was looking at places like at first I was like, oh, cool, because right now I'm working downtown. Right. We might move. I don't even know how much. And I don't think I could. I think I could say it, but we might move locations. But downtown. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I can maybe like Culver City or West Hollywood, a little studio.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I know like maybe 3 people out there.
Right. Yeah.
And then compared to the Valley, where I know, I mean, I really only hang out with maybe 3-4 people out here, but I know like the location, I know the restaurants, I know what's good, I know the grocery
familiar.
stores. Familiar. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know, but then even then, like moving out, I guess what I'm looking for, do I want familiar or do I want a new setting?
That's, and that's one thing that went through my mind too. If I was willing to move out anywhere in the Valley, like different parts of the Valley, I was going to be cool with. Yeah. The furthest I was going to move out was like West LA or kind of like by Culver City also, because surprisingly it seems affordable. Some affordable. But I was offered a spot. One of the homies that was on the cast, he offered me a spot as a roommate there, but. For me personally, I didn't know the stability of my own job. Yeah. Still, even though I had been in it for almost 2 years, like I'm about to hit 2 years in July or June or August with this job. But
that's the nature of the industry. Okay, after this season ends,
who knows?
After this show, where's the next line?
And then also I don't know these people. I don't know. Like I knew him, the homie, but I didn't know the other guy that would have moved in. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to cover their part of something, blah blah blah, and I don't want. And then I was just like, you know what, no. And then also the familiarity, like I'd be out by the Culver City, Santa Monica area. You
literally would only hang out with those 2.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, and maybe if you meet one of their friends, you'll.
Yeah, so you'll hang out. Yeah, sure, and
you'll be constantly surrounded by them.
Yeah, and it's
just with them, but
it's interesting because it's good to have out of comfort zone perspectives on life, but when it comes to like a big decision like this, like I feel like it has to be fueled by something more. Like if let's say like I wanted to, like I was given an opportunity to work in New York on something I wanted to do, I would move out to New York. Now that I know
that experience,
especially now that I've already cut the cord from my parents as far as like depending on someone to live, like if I could find a way to afford it out there somewhere else and still chase my dream or follow what I'm doing, I'm going to do it. Yeah. And I'll break from that familiarity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because, and then for me personally, I'm not a person that is relying on, relationships with people as much. For me, I'm the kind of person, I don't invest in people because maybe that's a character flaw of mine. Maybe I need to work on that, but I don't invest in people. I invest in projects or I invest in ideas rather than investing in the people behind the ideas. You know what I mean? Like I will do what I have to do to get this done or to make this flourish, but I'm not going to hang on to somebody really if I don't have to, and unless with friendships and all that, like I'll ride or die. But when it comes to like big moves, like big life moves, like personal life moves, it's a little hard to kind of just like rely on people. That's when you gotta learn how to kind of like rely on yourself and shit. Yeah. So it's that comfort zone. It's just playing around with that comfort zone. It's a really weird thing. It's really awkward too, because then you learn about yourself. Like you learn a lot about yourself, and then you learn how to like yourself more, or you learn how to really just like
address those problems.
And it becomes a fucking trip. But I think I do think it's a necessary thing for people to step out and really kind of figure themselves out in another situation.
I was doing it for the first 2 years when I went to Cal Poly. I just moved out there. I dormed my first year, got an apartment my second year with like complete strange. They were students, but like I didn't know them. Like I met them when I moved in. Fortunately, like we all got along. So that was nice. But I did like share a room with another student. So
when you were dorming,
No.
In the apartment.
The master bedroom was split up with, so that was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
So like now, I was thinking, okay, right now, do I want a roommate? Oh, I would save,
you would save a lot of money having a roommate. Yeah, for sure.
But then I'm like, they say don't move in with your friends.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easygoing, but I want to come home and like be able to just like decompress and like, relax. And like, so I don't know. Like I'd want people over when I want them over and stuff. Yeah. But then again, I could also just go to my room.
Right.
That's where I'll have my desk and I'll have my little workstation, work on
do whatever you
podcast or whatever.
Throw on some headphones and just cancel them out.
It's not like people are going to be in the house, during the day and stuff, because the roommate would be at their work and stuff. So I don't know.
It would also depend on who it is. Yeah, because some people will just start inviting everyone over. Blah 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 blah. Whoever it is you move in with.
Take a chance with a stranger.
Yeah, I don't know. But and it also is just like right now. I know like a lot of people right now are still like on the fence about leaving their situations just because of how the world is. You know what I mean? Like anyone that moves out right now, either they've been saving up, they can really financially, or they've been pushed out of where they are because of X, Y, and Z.
Well, I'm saving up. Like I was thinking, like maybe in like I was thinking August, because that'd be like a good birthday present for me.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Because you're just trying to save up enough money so that you could have rent covered for a long time, right?
Yeah, like for a rainy day,
Yeah.
And then also I want to like save, like let's say if I save $1,200, I mean I'll put aside $1,200 on top of however much I'm saving, and that's an extra $100 a month to add on to rent. Little
definitely
stuff like that. But then also a desk, microwave. If it doesn't come with I want to like save money so this way I could get all that shit right away instead of just like, oh, the fridge comes, I'm gonna buy a fridge next month.
Yeah.
So then I'm on a mini fridge. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's
not a bad idea. Just start off on it with a mini. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
It just depends on how much how much maintenance on yourself you're gonna do, basically.
Yeah. How like comfortable I want to live.
If you're the kind of person that orders out a lot, then that's when
I do cook. I will say that.
That's why I was really happy when my shit came with like the stove, the oven, and everything, because I was like, oh, sick, cool.
There are some. It's like two, not even like
two burners,
flame,
right? Yeah.
Not even like the flame stove, the electric.
Yeah, electric stovetops. Yeah.
Two of them that's like built into the counter, and I see that, I'm like, I don't think I could do that.
Like damn well that's one of those portable ones that they just kind of just edged in there.
Yeah, and then you'd probably. Well, I mean, how many times am I using two burners though?
Yeah, I kind of find myself doing that recently. Like I would boil water in one.
They do have those like hot plates, those wood hot plates that you just put on the counter, then you could put like hot pans on.
Yeah.
So that's extra. That's another
Yeah, another thing.
Because that's the only thing maybe I would use that third burner for.
True. Yeah. No, I remember when I was looking for apartments and shit, like I would always see them say, oh, it has enough countertop space for you to put a electric stove, like electric burner or whatever. And I'm just like, damn, dude, like it's tiny. And they'd be asking for more than I pay here. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. But it was
when it's over, because you're over that hill. What, quote unquote, Hollywood in LA, you know.
And then like
Koreatown is a lot like that. Bro.
Yeah.
It's
everyone's
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 living on top of each other.
Yeah, you guys are sardines, just packed sardines, dude. Just laid on top of each other. Right now may not
be worth it because everything's closed, but I guess it was a different time.
Different time, yeah, very different time.
When you go outside and you got 3 bars, 3
dead
shits within like 2 blocks.
Yeah. Dead ass though, I never fucking would have wanted to move to like those apartments that are in kind of like the inner city apartments, just because I know it's just fucking noisy out there. Like I like my quiet. That's why I like here. It's quiet. Yeah, I'm next to a main street, but it's a Burbank main street. Yeah. It's not Sunset or anything where fucking drunk ass motherfuckers out there yelling. And
man.
Shit.
Yeah, you convinced me, man.
Yeah,
I gotta get a little quiet spot
because. Also, if
I gotta figure myself, I want to learn more about myself too.
Yeah. I think the more, you
feel like I'm a really interesting person. I just gotta figure out how.
Yeah, you are, dude. I mean, look at you, bro. Come on. Yeah. No, but I also
learn more about myself.
But the thing is, like, you learn more about yourself through experiences, though. That's the only thing. Like, if you're not living through, that's why I said, like, if you moved out on your own. in a place you've never been to before, or like you're rarely at, you don't know anyone, you damn well will learn about yourself. Yeah, you will learn a lot about yourself that you never knew, or you might appreciate or learn, oh fuck, I should have fixed that. Oh, I was like this to this person when I lived with them. Fuck, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then it also, it does change you completely, like when you move out. Like even my parents kind of like, my dad noticed too, like whenever I go back home, it's just like, it's a different me.
Yeah.
I'm not on edge anymore. Like he remembers how on edge I used to be when I was living with them, and how just kind of like I took everything, too seriously. Or
I think I think I noticed that on myself too. I think I'm a little hard on my brothers sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah. And then I with the other situation back at home, like the initial reason that pushed me to leave, I try to like be more open-minded about what's going on over there and how to handle, the person that, I felt has really just fucked me up. And I was like, okay, like, I try to, poke back into the life, like, hey, I'm here, I gave them gifts from Sedona, like, right. And that was like a big thing for me, because like I have so much resentment. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just like, no, dude, like this is how you work past it. This is how you do it. But it's just like it's so weird. Like I can't move past that. And then like my dad still, like I know, because my dad and I share the thing where like our faces say everything. So when I look at my dad and he notices me, like I notice him noticing me, I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like he realized I'm still just kind of like, what the fuck? Like I'll leave before said person comes over or like comes back or like emerges. Like he'll see me like get anxious, like that, like triggered. And I'm just like, fuck, like that's the one thing I gotta like look past. But my like it's cool because like I feel like my relationship with my parents has definitely improved from me moving out. Oh, you know what good. I mean? Yeah, like I don't feel like I'm being like hunted by them for something, or like I don't feel like they're trying to like poke at me for anything like when I used to live with them, or I don't have those expectations anymore that I used to feel they gave me because I'm not around to see it. I don't feel that gravity, that weight pushing down on me from living with them. And I can talk to them normally. Like yesterday I played cards with them, and it was the first time in months, like since during like the coronavirus and shit, and during like our own family issues, that we laughed about the stupidest shit. Like literally we had belly aching laughs that night. Good, and I was just like, bro, like this feels good, like, so like, that's why I'm excited for you, Chris, that you're trying to move out and like figure yourself out, because it's gonna improve your quality of life way more.
My brothers are like now taking it more seriously.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah,
like all at once. I'm just like,
that's what I say. The Wessel brothers do everything together without thinking about it.
Cooking school together. They go to Florida together.
Being in a band together. And Chris was always just there, like observing, and then now he's part of it, bro.
Like, that's cool.
Cool. Maybe this was your final like step into being a true Wessel brother, dude.
Apparently, man.
No, I'm happy for you guys. I'm glad you guys are like figuring it out and kind of just. And I know you guys are in the like, as financially, I know you guys could do it for sure. Yeah. Like you guys can handle. You guys are responsible enough to figure it out, and I'm sure.
I got everything down like.
Numbers and shit. Yeah, you see every equation.
Yeah, I got my taxes. Like, well, I still got to pay my taxes, file my taxes.
Yeah.
But I like sorted it out. Like that much goes to taxes. This goes,
Yeah.
It makes sense paper wise. Just ready to do it.
Yeah, when you're finally gonna pull the trigger. And but then also, August is gonna be a different time in the world. Like it's gonna be a different. August is gonna be different for sure. Yeah. From especially now, like. Fuck, dude. Like, everyone's going to somewhat be qualified for a vaccine or could qualify for a vaccine.
Yeah. I'm seeing, like, more and more people, like, people my age getting vaccines. I'm like, yo, okay.
It's crazy because a lot of people our age became food handlers. Or they helped out in, like, nurses. Like, a lot of these nursing degrees were able to get work instead, because they're like, oh, we actually need all the help we can get.
Well, so at the time, it was just like, do I risk myself catching it?
Yeah.
and I go to, but I would, go to. That's the fucked up part.
Like, no, yeah, it's crazy. And then, because like my sister just said she qualifies for the vaccine. My mom just got her first vaccine the other day, her first shot, because
my brother's got vaccinated.
Yeah, because they work at a restaurant in a convalescent home, so they're like, okay, you guys fucking need it. And then my sister works, where she works, and they gave her. They're like, oh yeah, you qualify for this next round of vaccines. My mom works with kids, so she has to get it. So the district finally started giving them shots, and I think they were giving them at IKEA, where the old IKEA used to be. Yeah,
nice.
By Barnes and Noble. But yeah, it's gonna be a different world. My sister was even telling me, she was like, I kind of want to do something for my birthday, but like a barbecue, and we brought up like doing it at her parents' house, but I don't know because I'm worried about, COVID and shit. I was like, dude, by then you're going to have the vaccine. My mom's already going to be vaccinated completely. Like, it's going to be a different world. You still got to play it by ear, and I'm glad you're still concerned about that. But, like, literally just wait until then.
Dude, months from now?
This summer is going to be completely different. It's not going to be the same. This summer's going to be
fucking wild, bro.
It's going to be wild because people are going to act like it's not there when it's still there. I think there's going to be a lot of
people are going to be vaccinated by then.
Well, that's what I mean, but it's still going to be around. Not everyone's going to be able to be vaccinated.
Well, then, hey, don't go out then. And stay indoors. All right,
it's just going to suck, dude, because you're there and you're just like, oh, I want to go to the beach so bad.
Vaccinated or not, motherfucker, I'm going out there. I've been, dude, for a year straight, I've been taking vitamin C and vitamin D every day, taking multivitamins every day. I'll take my risk of getting it, Yeah. The ones by then I'll live by myself, so who the fuck? I'll stay home if I get it. Oh.
Yeah. That's why I felt a little more comfortable about being out too. It's like, oh, if I get it,
I'm here. Is that selfish to say? Fuck it. No, 6 months it won't be selfish.
No, it won't be, not at all. But also, it's like. Willie said this once. I think he said this in another podcast, but he's like, it's not a matter of if you're going to get it, but when you're going to get it.
Yeah.
And,
dude, I said that. Well, I didn't. No, I've been saying that since March. Yeah. No, because Joe Rogan at the beginning in March, he had a doctor on who wrote a book about, essentially, because he's a scientist in some, in flus and in,
a pathologist, yeah.
That and then he wrote a book, a research paper on if it were to happen, it would probably come from a heavily populated country like China. It'd probably be like this flu or a coronavirus type stuff, and then sure enough that happened. And so he had him on. He's like, it's not a matter of if you're gonna get it, it's when you're gonna get it. So just be prepared when you get it.
That's what it is. Okay. It's just unfortunate that some people that caught it they died.
I just regurgitate a lot of podcasts. That's probably where I get most of my information from.
Dead ass.
Science.
Bro science.
Oh, yeah.
Well, on that note, you guys, I think this has been a fun season. It's been an interesting season for sure. Thank you to all the guests that we had on this season.
Absolutely.
Next season, we're still planning it out, and I think I have some.
We're leveling up.
Yeah, for sure.
The first season we had no
nothing.
It was mainly just a stock photo as the videos and stuff. Second season,
it was a new stock photo. It was just a new.
We had multiple photos.
Yeah, and multiple photos. And then third season, now
we got
video.
A new studio. Well, no, we got the new studio and then the video.
And then the video.
Wow.
Hey man, we're moving up. We're getting there. Baby steps, dude. Baby steps.
How far we've come.
Yeah, dude. But shout out to all the other podcasts that started around when we started too, and they're still going. Good job, you guys.
Bruise Clues,
dude. Tune into that episode. I'm on it. My episode's a fucking mess because I talk about drinking ketchup as a kid. But listen to that podcast.
We brought that up last week. We're
oh, you did.
When Memo said he drank ketchup, bro, I was like, I know.
But anyways, you guys listen to that podcast and listen to the one before it when I say, drink ketchup. But other than that, stay tuned for next season. We'll give you guys more details soon, and the return of Willie is going to be a lot of fun too. But yeah, guys, so this is Memo.
Chris.
And take care. Anything for the podcast, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Good night.